Hey YouTube, Meister Geppetto here. Hey, thank you for joining me. Hey, I got a couple of topics here I want to discuss. One, two, three, something like that. First of all, this cutie is named Jessica Marie. Uh, so I want to talk to you about my doll collection and a couple other collections that I have. First, I want everybody to know that, uh, yeah, as Stephanie Ortiz has said, I'm not creepy. I'm not crazy. I said in my last video that these reborns are therapeutic for me. And I just want everybody to understand where I come from. When I use the term therapeutic, I don't believe that the word therapeutic means you need therapy. Because, in my opinion, everybody in the world does something therapeutic. You come home from work, you're stressed out from the day, getting yelled at by the boss, customers yelling at you. Uh, if you don't work, you got kids running around the house all day, screaming and hollering, you need a break. Going in and taking a hot bath can be therapeutic. Having you drink a scotch to some people could be therapeutic. Before I start collecting reborns, this doll here is not a reborn. She is made by a company called Jesmar from out of Spain. This doll was given to my daughter when she was 10 days old, given to her for a Christmas present. Now, unfortunately, my daughter passed at 2 months old and never really had a chance to play with her. But I've held on to her for all that time. And there would be times when I would think about my daughter, when I would think about uh, all the times that I wouldn't get to spend with her. Obviously, I would get emotional, I'd break down, and I would hold this doll. And just holding this doll would help comfort me. It kind of give me a peace of mind that I had a little piece of her still in my arms. Um, I kept it quiet for 23 years. I talked to nobody about it. Uh, a week after her funeral, hers and her mom's funeral, I attempted to take my own life. And when I failed at doing so, I decided I would never talk to anyone or say anything about it again. And for 23 years, that's how I lived my life. I kept it inside. There would be times when I would want to break down and cry on her birthday, the day, Christmas is the day she passed. And I would hold this doll, and it would help comfort me uh, to a point. It would just, as Lucinda said in the video, it would get you through the day, and you could say, okay, I think I can move on. Now, again, I don't believe that therapeutic means you need therapy. In my opinion, I'm not a psychologist, but in my opinion, if somebody's just stressed out and they put headphones on and listen to music and they calm themselves down, that's therapeutic. They take a hot bath, relax, that's therapeutic. Holding a doll, calming down when you're stressed out, that's therapeutic. Not psycho. So as the time went on, I met somebody else and I put the doll in the closet and kind of forgot about her. I held on to her. She was a memory, but the person I was with had a son and I raised him up and time marched on. Uh, the day came that she left and going through things. I found the doll in the closet and I pulled her out, and through my emotions and her leaving and things going the way they did, I found myself holding this doll again for therapeutic reasons to help get me through what I was dealing with. Then the day come along that I met my wife now, and I put the doll back in a closet. Uh, she had 4 children, 2 teenagers, one preteen, and one 8 years old, and so I had my hands full with them. And then we became foster parents of 4 children, all at the same time, about a year after we got married. And so we really had our hands full. Well, through having the foster children, one of the little girls, about 2 years old, was having a really tough time transitioning, having a tough time sleeping at night. So I remembered this doll and I got it out and I laid it next to her one night, and she automatically became attached to it and fell right to sleep. So every night when we tucked them in bed, I would put the doll next to her and she would sleep soundly. So she became really attached to it. So when they ended up going home, unfortunately, we didn't get to adopt them. Their dad, I mean, it's good that they went home to their dad. We got them from their mom, who abandoned them. Their dad got custody of them, and he's raised them with his new wife. So that's good. They were reunited with a good parent. But it was sad for us when they went home because they lived with us for 2 years. And we got really close and attached to them. And we were really looking forward to adopting them. But that was a heartache. But it was also, like I said, a good thing because they get to go home to their dad. Anyway, when she went home, she wanted to take this doll with her, and I had a really tough time. I just couldn't part with it. So I looked on eBay and I found one, and I bought it off eBay and sent that one home with her. But even to this day, we still get to see them, and they come and visit sometimes, and when she comes here, she asks to play with this doll. So it's kind of special that, she has that bond with it. And anyway, so time went on, and I was looking at this doll one day, and the name on the back of the neck of the company is Jesmar, Jesmar. And I was thinking about giving it a name. So I decided my daughter's middle name was Marie. So I would name it Jessica Marie, or Jessie Marie. Jes for Jessie and Mar for Marie. So that's how I come up with her name, Jessie Marie. But anyway, I wanted to talk about hobbies. Therapeutic hobbies. So before when I would think about my daughter, and I was with other people and with my ex and with my wife now, I had other hobbies. As you can kind of see the pad there in the background, it's got trains on it. I have a huge train layout. This right here is a parking garage that I made just using, sticks of wood, flat platforms of wood like that. And that's one of my hobbies, building buildings for my train layout. This is just one engine of my train layout. This is it's just one piece of a huge, extensive layout that I have. And I love to show my stuff off. So for those ladies that take out, or anybody that take their dolls out in the public and want to show them off, I totally get it. I take pictures of my layouts, my buildings and stuff, and I show them off all the time. And people say, hey, that's cool. That's really, I love the artwork that's in that. You've done a good job detailing. So it gets me when people can't look at reborns and say, you've done a good job detailing. They look at them as something different. I don't know. I don't get it. But then another hobby that I have that I've put time into is my die-cast cars, mainly my El Caminos. I am a diehard fan of El Caminos. I've owned 3 of them. In fact, the one I told you I tried to take my own life in looked just like this one. If it focuses. It was just like this one right here. It was an 86 El Camino SS. And I end up hitting a telephone pole with it. And then I owned one that looked just like that red one right there. It was a 78 El Camino. And then I had an 82 that looked very similar to that as well. So anyway, yeah, I hear a lot of people's comments or read a lot of comments about men having car collections or train collections. I agree with you. We have our collections and people don't think that's crazy. They like the artistic work behind the detail. They like the antique cars or the cars or whatever. So it's not fair. It's not fair to ladies. It's not fair to guys that collect dolls. But we just need to all band together. I see a lot of drama going on. I see a lot of separation because of different things going on. And as artists, collectors, enthusiasts, we all just need to band together. Suck up our differences. We need to join together, unionize. But that's kind of a little bit, that's about all I got to say tonight about that. It just, for the love of dolls, let's all be friends, Let's love one another. We got enough hate in the world. Let's love one another. Let's help each other out. If you're an artist, don't get mad at collectors or newbies that comes into it. Help educate the new people. If you're a collector, be patient. If you want something really nice, it's going to cost a lot of money. If you want something cheap, you're not really going to find it because these kits aren't cheap. If you're an enthusiast, you just like to look at them, don't comment if you don't like something that somebody done. Don't tell them it's an ugly paint job or the hair looks stupid or something. Be encouraging. Just help them out and be friendly about it. Show love. But that's about all I got to say for now. I mean, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm about half asleep. So I love y'all. Love the dolls. Keep bringing them. Keep showing them. And I'll see you on the next video. Love you guys. Bye.